Good morning, children. In this video, I'm going to teach you about the modal auxiliaries. We studied primary auxiliary on the Zoom class. This is modal auxiliaries here. I've taken the rules from the book and I'll go on explaining it one by one. So, the first word is can. Where is can used? It is usually used to express potential or ability. It is also used to indicate permission. So, three things we learned over here for can: potential, ability, and permission. So, you can use can to express somebody's potential, to express someone's ability, and to express permission. Let's look at examples here. Ram can bake a cake. So when you say Ram can bake a cake, so Ram is able of baking a cake. So Ram can bake a cake. Here it is denoting ability. Can you break this door? It is questioning someone's ability. And the doctor said you can play basketball again. So when you say the doctor said you can play basketball again, that means doctor has given you permission, right? So it can be used to express ability, potential, or it can also be used to express permission. Okay, so two things: potential or ability or permission. Next rule: could. When is could used? Could is the past tense of can in indirect speech. It is used to indicate ability in the past. So can is used to denote ability in the present tense. Could is used to denote ability in the past tense. Could is also used for requests and to suggest a weak possibility in the future. So here in these three lines we learn that could can be used in three cases. The first case is to indicate ability in the past. Second case is it is also used to make requests. And the third case is for expressing a weak possibility, so a probable situation that can happen in the future. If you're talking about that, we can use the word could. Let's look at examples again. So if I say Rob said that he could solve the problem, that means he solved the problem in the past. So this is ability in the past tense. When I say he could drive a car when he was young, that is also ability in the past tense. Could drive a car when he was young, but now he is old and cannot drive it anymore. Okay. Third one, she could leave on Friday. So weak possibility. She could leave on Friday. That means she may or she may not leave on Friday. This is a weak possibility. That means can happen or cannot happen as well. Last one, could you tell me the way to the station, please? This is a request. When you're asking somebody, could you tell me the way to the station, please? So you're making a request. So what are the three cases where we can use could? First one is to denote ability in the past tense. Next one, to denote a weak possibility. And the last one is to make a request. So this is the use of can and could. These are the first two modal auxiliaries. Let's move on to the next one. May. Now when do we use may? May is usually used when we ask for permission formally. It is also used to express a wish or to indicate a strong possibility. Okay, so may is used when we ask for a formal permission. So when suppose in the classroom you all ask, ma'am, may I go to the washroom? So it is a formal permission that you're looking for. You're asking for somebody's permission in a formal way. So you use the word may. May I use your pencil? May I, go out of the classroom? Anything. So when you're using, when you're asking for permission formally, you use may. It is also used to express a wish or to indicate a strong possibility. So suppose you want to make a wish, you can use may. And if you want to, so weak possibility was could, but if there is a strong possibility that yes, it can happen, then you can also use may. Let's look at the examples. May I borrow your copy of the tragedy of Julius Caesar? So you're asking somebody for a book, right? So you're taking permission formally, so you say may. Wish is may you always prosper. So you're wishing for somebody's prosperity. So you use the word may. Last one, possibility. There may be a roadblock today. So there is a strong possibility that there may be a roadblock. So you can use the word may in that case. Let's look at the next one. Might. So might is used as the past equivalent of may. So you will use may in the present tense and you will use might in the past tense. If you want to use the word in the past tense, it will not be may, it will be might. And that suggests a weak possibility. Now, may suggests a strong possibility, but might suggests a weak possibility. For example, we might leave town next week. So we may leave town, we may not leave town. Okay. Might also expresses a degree of dissatisfaction or reproach. You might pay a little more attention during the class. So you can use the word might if you want to express in a very subtle way, right, that you are dissatisfied, right? So if I say you might pay a little more attention during the class, that means I am not satisfied with the amount of attention you are paying in the class and I want you to pay more attention, right? That is the use of the word might. Moving on, should. When is should used? Should is used to ask for a suggestion. For example, should we start packing the lunch? So you're asking somebody for a suggestion. Should we start doing this or should we not do it, right? Or it can also be used for giving an advice, right? So your cough is getting worse. You should consult a doctor. You can sometimes ask for somebody's suggestion using should. Sometimes you can also give somebody a suggestion or an advice using should. So when I say should we start packing the lunch, you are asking for somebody's advice. But if I say you should consult a doctor, you are giving somebody an advice. So it can be either ways where we can use should. Next, when do we use shall? Shall is used to indicate a promise. You shall get a new laptop on your birthday. So you're making a promise. So whenever you make a promise, you use shall. Or it is also used to indicate a threat. So when you're threatening somebody, you're giving a threat to somebody, you can use shall. For example, he shall not remain the captain anymore. So you're giving a threat. So where is shall used? Shall is used to make a promise or to make a threat. Right? Now let's look at some additional information. Shall is used in the first person to express the future tense. So when do we use shall? We will use shall when we are putting the subject in the first person. For example, I shall be happy to see you. So when you're using I, you can use the word shall. It is also used to express duty or obligation. So whenever you are obligated, you're responsible to do something such as we should obey the traffic rules, you should do your homework today, and they should pay the bills. So these are your duties and your obligation. In such cases, we use shall. So this is about should and shall. Moving on, we have will. When is will used? Will is used in the second and the third person. When you talk about anything in the second or the third person, you will use will. To express simple future time, you already know that will is a word that is only used in the future tense. Would is used to make polite requests, offers, and also to ask questions. You can make polite, very polite requests when you're politely asking somebody for something or to do something. When you're also making offers, you can use the word would. And if you want to ask question, then also you can use the word would. For example, you will not speak. Okay, so you will not speak is simply using in the second person and in the simple future tense. He will come here. Would you go out with me? This is a polite question. You're just asking, would you go out with me? Would you open the window, please? This is a polite request because you're using the word please. And would you have an apple pie? Apple pie is a polite offer. Would you like to have a pie? That is an offer. So in such cases, we use will or would. Next, will is used in the first person to express willingness, determination, promise, habit, intention, or even a threat. So what did I say? I said will is used in the second and third person to express simple future tense. And so only when you're expressing simple future tense, you used in the second or the third person. But if you're using the word will to express willingness, your willingness to do something, your determination to do something, a promise, a habit, intention, or a threat, then you use it in the first person, such as I will do the homework. This is my willingness. I will achieve my goal. So I'm determined to achieve my goal. We will help you. So that's a promise you're making to somebody. He will watch TV for hours. That is a habit that someone has. I will go to meet her today. So that's my intention. I have that intent. I have the purpose of going and meeting her today, and we will sue him. Sue him means, put a legal case against somebody. So that is a threat, right? When you're threatening somebody, that you will file a case against him or her. These are the cases where you use will in the first person. The expression will you suggests an invitation. For example, will you have dinner with us? If you use will you, it is generally to make an invitation, such as will you have dinner with us? You're inviting somebody to have dinner with you. These were the rules. Now we move on to the exercises. You have exercise B. What do we do here? Complete the sentences using suitable modal auxiliaries. The clues in the brackets will help you. So we dash always respect our elders, and the clue is that the modal auxiliary should refer to a duty. So I can say we should always respect our elders. Similarly, I want you to do number 1 to 10 in your rough notebook. That's exercise B. Then you have exercise C. Here you have to use the words shall, should, will, or would accordingly. So you read the sentences and you use any one of these four words: shall, should, will, or would. Let me do the first one just to give you an example. We dash be delighted to meet your son. So we would be delighted to meet your son. Okay. So similarly, you can do exercise B, exercise C in your rough notebook. We will discuss the answers in the next class. Thank you.